live from the Dunkin' Latte Lounge.
Please welcome Charlie Puth.
I just saw all y'all just a second ago. Hey, how you doing?
No, this is new and new.
This is brand new. This didn't happen. It's so crazy. I feel like I've like grown up with you guys. I've recognized you. I recognize
Wait,
you.
do you know their names? Can you names?
Well, are you putting me on the spot like that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Do you know anyone's name? Did you? Okay.
This is why I have a piano. Thank you so much for that.
By the way, we just realized that Mercury is in retrograde, so we don't know where this is going to go today.
Well, that's why I have my special rock.
Yeah, what is this?
Since Mercury is in retrograde, and that's actually a thing, apparently this rock possesses lots of energetic fields that... You have one too? So you probably know more. Do you know more about it than I do? I was just given a rock.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just hold it and... Yeah. It's warm.
It makes you feel good.
Makes me feel...
Does that rock keep you grounded? Does that rock keep you as a rock grounded, Charlie?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah.
But seeing all of you keeps me super grounded, and especially coming to Z100, which is still such a trip to me because I just remember growing up listening to you guys, and here I am, like, all my dreams are coming true. I get to go to Z100. Seriously, I get to go to Z100, promote my song, and I get the cast of Friends somehow involved in
that's crazy.
all of my promo somehow.
So we're going to talk about the music. We're going to get into everything that he's got going on because you're back and we're so excited to have new music, right? And the album is coming. But first, since you brought it up, can we talk about the Friends stuff? So we watched him on Ellen, right? Sitting next to Jennifer Aniston. What was going on in your mind in that moment? Because you just looked like you were in another world.
Well, the thing is, I knew that she was there, and Ellen texted me beforehand and was like, "Hey, Jen's gonna be there. Have you ever met her?" And I was like, "No," and she was like, "Okay, good." In total Ellen form.
And then you knew.
And then I knew that I'd probably meet her, but it's still amazing. It's someone I like grew up watching and like on like.
Did you guys like exchange numbers? Are you guys like friends now?
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Did you have a bet with them beforehand if I was friends with Jen or something like that?
No.
I just got really excited.
Because you missed my pun.
I
said, "Are you guys friends now?" I just impressed myself. Wait, can I tell you before? Wait, Charlie, you know what Charlie, you know what I did? I shouldn't tell you.
No, tell me.
This morning, I was thinking of questions to ask you.
Whisper it to me?
No, this is fine. I'm gonna make myself look really stupid, but it's funny.
No, you're not.
I was in the shower this morning, and you know when you think your best, right? I took a shower. Did everybody take a shower today? Good.
I think so.
Did you shower?
I think so.
Okay, good. So I was like, what should I ask Charlie today? And I was like thinking of like an introduction. I'm gonna be like, so you're all the buzz, and then your hair was a buzz cut. I was so impressed with myself for the second time.
Play her out. I'm growing it out. I'm in like that weird.
Oh.
There you go. I'm doing it for you.
Why do you think people are so emotionally connected to your hair?
I think it's just maybe they associate. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe she just loves it. She's like, the poof, yeah. But maybe it's just the poof. Everyone asked me why I shaved it. It was just pure laziness. I just didn't want to style it anymore. I was like, I don't know. But we're back.
He looks good.
But I'm in the awkward stage, so I have my hat on.
You're growing it. Maybe you'll show it to us in a little bit if you get more comfortable.
Oh, I have hat hair on right now.
Listen, can we talk about the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
So you have 3 songs that you've given us.
Yeah. Cheating on You. I Warned Myself, and then Mother, which is the single.
Yeah. So you came out and told us that this single was about a high school experience that you never had.
Yeah, well, that was a lie.
I know. Then you went on Twitter, guys. We saw the tweet. You were like, "I've been lying about what it's really about. Maybe one day you'll find out." So what's the truth?
I don't know. Every time I put a song out, it seems to be like linked up to somebody, and there was part when I got to Europe, there was like part of me that like I didn't want it to be about that. But then I was thinking to myself like, why am I fibbing? Why am I like not telling the truth of like actually what it's about? This music's really sad as I like talk.
Yeah, you're setting the tone here, Charlie.
I find that I speak more cohesively when I have chord changes playing in the background.
That's okay.
It's hard to explain, but it sounds like such a happy song, but several years ago I wasn't like it was a very emotionally taxing relationship, we'll say that. And from the mother's point of view, and just all encompassing everybody's point of view. Why am I getting nervous talking about this?
Everyone, guys, give him a.
No,
tell him he's good. He's good. We're all good.
No. Oh, thank you. I think, no, I write I don't even write this stuff for me. I write this for you guys to relate to and be the fill in the blank. That's really why I do this at the end of the day. So I have to put my full personality and things that happen to me into these songs, or else they don't feel real. So people are bound to, I guess, speculate. But from the mother's point of view and from everybody's point of view, it was so pristine and perfect. But if she only knew what was really going on, it was not great. So it's actually a very sad song disguised as a very happy song. And I've done that before in my music, but not to this level before.
Yeah, make some noise for Charlie. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course.
No, in all seriousness, it's got to be tough when you're writing from your own personal experiences, because I guess that's where a lot of your inspiration probably comes from.
Yeah,
And
but
you're
again,
like,
it doesn't feel real if I just make it up. And I feel like I'm sorry for lying. I don't know why. I didn't want it to, it was dumb.
listen, you came clean.
Yeah.
No, but it's got to be tough, though, because then, if something that's sort of in the past, and now
Yeah.
you have to revisit it, and then the people who are all involved have to,
Well, these things, you know how they build highways? And you know how they build highways?
Sure, yeah, I've heard about
that
it.
are like in the West Coast where you have to break through gravel.
Yeah.
It's a series of controlled explosions. And, okay, better example. A car engine that isn't an electric engine is a series of controlled explosions, a combustible engine, that explode internally, and then through the fuel pushes the car as you press the gas pedal. And it gets you forward and forward. That's the same thing as a relationship. I think it pushes you, and maybe it's like ups and downs, but it gets you to the next point of your life.
Absolutely. Make some noise for Charlie. Make some noise for Charlie. It's not easy, telling real stories and being vulnerable. Listen, you're on a larger scale, but even people like us who are on such a small scale, when we're like, I don't want to tell what happened yesterday. When you put something out there, it gets scary.
But you guys are lucky you don't have to, because I want to be able to do that for you. I want to help you express yourself. I don't write these songs for, I'm not running around singing "We Don't Talk Anymore," or maybe I am, but not for that reason. Not for that reason. I want you guys to feel something. I want you to be like, insert yourself into the song. That's why I do all this stuff. So if you could do that with Mother too, that'd be fantastic.
Listen, it's a really great song. It's despite its seriousness, it's very fun to listen to.
Yeah, it sounds like it sounds super fun.
Absolutely, and you can take from it what you take from it. Listen, this is your third album coming up, right? Is it completely done?
No, I'm still working on it. But
I know when you dropped your first album, it was sort of like not your favorite. I don't want to say your favorite. There's
songs that I love on
We
that.
Don't Talk Anymore. You said is like your favorite, one of your favorite songs.
And I like One Call Away, even
Okay.
though I didn't write it. I mean,
Right.
I did produce it, but I mean, there's, you got to put yourself in my shoes. Like we had See You Again going strong, and like millions of people were already watching me. I had to basically figure myself out as an artist in front of millions of people, which all these new guys and girls have the luxury of being figuring it out themselves and then blowing up. I already had millions of people judging me already, so it kind of messed me up mentally.
Yeah.
But we got there.
Because then you gave us voice notes, which guys, voice notes is the one.
Thank you.
And so now, there's so many jams. I would imagine you've grown even more musically, sonically, lyrically. What is coming on this third album?
A lot of collaborations. Well, not a lot of collaborations, but a select few that you wouldn't normally expect out of me. And none that I can mention right now.
I was
So
like,
just don't ask me.
Tommy!
But it's really, it's minimalistic, production wise, but it bangs. It's good. I
Yeah.
promise.
Okay, we believe you. You don't have to convince us.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, though? What are some of the themes that you're visiting on this album? A lot of people were curious. If you can give anything.
I tend to trip over my words because of this thing I almost hear too much, and sometimes it'll I'll just trip myself out. I will lose sleep. I touch on that a lot, and I know that everybody in the world has the perfect pitch weirdness thing that I got going on, but everybody else is beautifully unique in their own way. So I just want to relate to all you guys, honestly. So I hope I highlight that in this album.
Well, we're excited to hear it. Can we touch on that perfect pitch thing?
Yeah.
How how did you discover that you could do that? Can you explain to some people who just don't know what it means to have a perfect pitch?
Sure. So like like the color of that I Heart logo is red, and when you see it, you think, okay, unless you're colorblind, you know that it's red. So when I hear that note, I know that it's a G. So the way I hear things is the same way as I like would see like a color, if that makes sense.
Wow, so can you listen to music just enjoying music, or are you constantly listening to it from a technical standpoint? Like, that was a D and a C and an F, and minor, major.
I mean, maybe if I'm really like drunk or something. No, I think I'll always have that element of like over-analyzing things, but there's a fun element to it as well. It's just like a half and half kind of thing.
Like, even when Kylie Jenner did her Rise and Shine, you're like, G minor plus!
Rise and shine. So she did a Rise and Shine, which is really...
Do you think you could actually produce a hit song for Kylie Jenner?
100%, yeah.
Kylie.
With,
He's one call away.
Oh boy, with auto-tune you can make anybody sound pretty good. That was not meant to be a dig.
Guys,
no.
Guys, she's not a singer. It's not digging.
No, she's not.
She's a billionaire in other ways.
Successful business mogul.
Right.
I was just saying, if she wanted to, I know how to make her voice sound good.
Yeah. I feel like you could make anybody sound really awesome.
That sounded so mean. I promise that wasn't meant to be rude.
Charlie I don't think you're being mean. I understood what you were saying.
Yeah.
Is there somebody that you really want to work with, though, that you want to produce for, write for?
I would really love to work with Sam Smith.
Ooh,
Yeah, that would be cool. I think he's fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
Kylie and Sam Smith on the same song.
Now, what an interesting featuring like Fetty Wap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be so dope.
And like George Michael,
Yeah.
even though he's no longer with us.
Sample.
We're getting into some weird territory right now.
Whatever, you can sample anything these days, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be on the record too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was my pitch just now? Okay.
See, it's like good for like that and like two other things. It's like a party trick. It's actually great for producing a record because in all seriousness, if you're working with an artist, like I just did a couple songs for Katy Perry and it was originally just like a little too high. Thank you for that. It was a little too high. Thank you. It was a little too high, so I kind of like analyzed it and like determined that it was right to just like lower it by like 2 semitones and. There you go. Harley's in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a great song too.
Yeah, I like that song.
Wait, one more question before we let you sing.
Yeah.
Because we do want to hear him sing.
Yeah.
What's the process sort of with you working by yourself on your own songs, producing and doing your own stuff, and then when you get into the studio with another artist? Is it sort of, do you approach it differently?
Even when I'm making a song for myself, I never think about myself. I just think of just making a song for, I'm a broken record, but you guys are just making a song for everyone listening to the radio, Spotify, Apple Music, however you listen to your music. And then I think about, when it's like 85% done, then I start to think about who we could go to, which is usually me, or 5 Seconds of Summer, or
Is it
Michael
easier to
Bublé.
stay? Is it easier to
That's a fun melody.
We have a few more questions from these are fan questions.
Sure.
So I didn't make any of these up.
Let me hold my rock.
Okay, yeah. This is actually one question I do have. Last time you were here, we talked, and you were wearing Adam Levine's wife's Adidas jumpsuit. Do you remember that?
I was, yeah.
Are these all your own clothes?
These are my clothes
Okay,
now.
I'm just curious. I literally just...
I can afford my own clothes now. It's good.
Well, I think you could afford them last time, too. Wait, did you actually meet Adam, though, driving down the road, and you were like, hey, nice to see you. What are you doing? Want to go for lunch? Did that actually you guys really met?
We literally met on the highway.
That's so cool.
That's so funny, right?
And now you guys are, like, really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's on he's on tour right now. I love his new song.
Memories, right?
Yeah,
It's good.
You know that sample's Pachelbel's Canon, so they didn't have to pay that song is like 1,000 years old. Like it's the same melody. A lot of people don't.
It's a good businessman, that Adam.
Yeah, smart guy.
All right, so let's see. April Bring May wants to know the weirdest place you've ever written a song or gotten an idea for a song.
I think, well, the weirdest place, definitely the weirdest place I ever recorded a song was in a closet for We Don't Talk Anymore. That was odd.
Why? I don't know, this sounds like a stupid question, but why were you in the closet?
I wouldn't know. I was, it was the only place, because I had to go to London the next day, and when you surround the microphone like something like this, although this is a dynamic microphone, whatever. So you surround it with clothes, and it kind of creates like a dead, like no reverb in the room. So it promotes a sustainable recording environment. But I had to make do with what I had. I recorded in a subway once.
Really?
Yeah, I recorded the chorus of Attention in the back of my bus, and it was 90 degrees out that day, and I had to, and the generator, like the thing that, the generator for the bus, the tour bus, I had to turn it off, so the back of the bus got really steaming hot, which sounds awesome, but it wasn't. It actually doesn't sound awesome at all. I'm not quite sure why I said that, but that's what ended up on the radio too, what I recorded in the back of the bus.
Wow. Do you know, I thought you were going to say it was an MTA bus. I was like, how did no one bother you?
Heavens, no. No, I've taken that before too.
That's the brain of a New Yorker.
I grew up around here, I know.
When's the last time you took the bus or the train?
Well, next question.
Okay. That leads me into my Charlie, how do you stay grounded question?
Family, keep my family around. This business seems to, my year seems to my life seems to get crazier by the year, so it's important that I keep, some familiarity close to me, like my college friends, my family, all that stuff.
Yeah. You guys are a close family. You guys work together and stuff, right? Yours.
Yeah, my sister's my manager, and she manages my brother too.
Which.
Yeah.
He's really talented as well.
He's the best.
Oh my God,
isn't he?
he's awesome.
He has a new song coming out too.
Awesome. Listen, speaking of that, I was reading the internet.
Where everything is correct.
Where everything is right. And on the internet, there was a headline of an article that said, Charlie Puth, finally comfortable in the spotlight. So then I click on the article, but they wanted me to pay for the subscription to read the article.
Probably the Wall Street Journal.
So I just said, I'll never know, I guess.
Yeah, you'll never know. Am I comfortable or am I comfortable? I mean, you could just find out here.
Right. I think you seem really comfortable, but what's your relationship like these days with fame and being in the spotlight? How have you managed to sort of navigate through it?
Pretty much realize that it's not the worst thing in the world. And there's a lot of open doors and a lot of closed doors to being a famous person. But the most important thing for me at the end of the day is just writing songs that my fans can relate to, because that's why I do all this stuff. And songs that make my mom happy too. I like doing that.
What does she think about Mother?
She loves it. She says the melody's very catchy and she likes the drums.
Let me ask you something else, Charlie.
Okay.
Reese's Peanut Butter Puth. That's a real name.
Okay.
Which musician?
Are you here? No, she's not here. We already know her.
For real?
Yeah, her name's Bree.
That's so crazy. It's such a tight community.
See, it's real. I wasn't making them up.
I'm aware. I never once thought you were making these up. That's so nice.
That's awesome. Well, hi.
Can
you're watching.
you say that one more time from the
Oh, sure, because we have nothing else to do.
No, go ahead.
Sure, Reese's Peanut Butter Puth. And what musician?
AKA Bree.
Bree. Hi, Bree. That you know personally has taught you the most valuable lessons.
Wait, sorry, say it again.
What musician that you know personally has taught you the most valuable lessons?
Adam's given me a lot of good advice. And, it's the more I work with other artists, which is why I sometimes dedicate my time to working with other artists, is because I feel like they make my creativity flow better. If I work on a song with Five Sauce and I can come back to my own studio and work on something for myself, I feel like I'm like elevated from everyone else's artistry. So we can only just learn from each other. It's really nice.
It's great that you say that, because a lot of times creatives are they're completely blocked to listening to anybody else or sort of gathering inspiration from other people.
I'm all ears. I listen to people who don't even write songs. You never know. They might say something really creative and cool, and it might end up as like a song title.
Awesome. One question also, how do you, just back to fame and all that stuff, social media is just this animal today.
Yeah, I haven't looked at my phone all day. I can't.
I was going to say.
It's started to mess my mind up, in all seriousness.
How do you deal? Because there's so much noise out there.
I just, limit it. I know that it's part of my job, but I just limit it to 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day at most.
Yeah.
It's really, your mental health is real. It's not like this made up faux pas. It's a real thing. You can really, if you spend hours on your phone looking at it, it'll change the way that you carry yourself, the way that you think. No judgment if you do that. There's been times where I have looked at my phone for 2 hours. I just didn't like myself. I became more insecure, and I was just second guessing myself on everything. Whereas before I had looked at it, I was so confident in my decisions. So it's a real thing.
Yeah. I think it's important to find a
I
balance.
feel like we're getting so serious.
No,
when it's
no.
after school special.
Listen, it's good to hear though from somebody who everyone's like, but you're Charlie, like everyone loves you. You know, people
I'm
don't.
Charlie. I experienced the same. Everything and everyone that has experienced something in here, I probably have experienced myself.
Listen, question. Melissa, hi Melissa, if you're watching. What are you listening to right now? What are you feeling?
Dominic Fike and a lot of New York rap, because New York rap is making a comeback right now. It's really, really special, and I think, I just keep going back to, I love that. You know what I do love? I don't listen to a ton of new stuff, but I think that Dua Lipa record is so good.
Yes.
I love that thing. I love a good bass line.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Who doesn't?
My friend Ian Kirkpatrick produced that. I really love that.
That's awesome. You and Dua, we'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, a couple more, and then we can be done, I promise.
I don't mind.
Okay, cool. You heard it. Angie loves Puth.
Okay.
Wants to know, do you have a secret talent?
I can move my head. I don't know why, but I have insane control.
Wait, do it again. It is really moving.
I have insane control over my head muscles.
Do you work that out?
No, I'm just really odd.
Okay. Wow. Wait.
So if you thought the perfect pitch thing was useless,
Do something else. What else can you do?
I think that pretty much
Okay.
taps it. I
Okay.
don't really know anything.
What, ready for this name?
Okay.
1 tweet away.
That's cute. I like it.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I want to keep doing this, but I also want to break someone else's career. Like, I really think that, like, it's possible to... It's like an E.
What pitch was that?
That was an E.
An E.
Okay, sorry. I want to, I want to be responsible. I want to be, behind the desk, like a record executive desk, and breaking someone else's career as well as doing mine. Like, I want to make, the next big boy band, the next big girl band, facilitate all the music.
You could totally do. We watched you be a talent advisor on The Voice.
Yeah.
If I was going to take any musical advice from anybody in the world, it would 100% be you. I mean, I think...
Oh, you're nice.
No, it's true, though.
I just love making... It sounds kind of pompous, but I love making, songs, hit songs or songs that are heard universally, and I just love what they do for the world and for people, and I just want to be responsible for a lot of those.
Well, we definitely feel your passion 100%, and that's why one of the reasons we love you so much. At Trish V wants to know, she wrote regimen, but I think she meant regiment for staying fit.
Probably it's
I shouldn't have
less,
said that. That
less
was
militant,
me. Yeah.
No, you're just okay. Well, so,
What's your regimen?
my schedule?
I don't know. How do you keep this bod?
Real. Hell yeah.
Ow!
Someone give another ow.
It's
Ooh.
Mercury. It's so totally Mercury.
Mercury, you're all flustered. What's happening? I'm just busting your chain.
I'm really
I
hot
think
now.
I just eat less chicken fingers.
Okay.
And I go for walks and I drink some water and just less chicken fingers and pizza, which hurts my soul, but I wake up not feeling horrible.
Yeah, you realize when you start eating better, you feel less crappy.
Yeah, but I'm a skinny guy, so.
Okay, you're okay. We get it. You're skinny, you don't have to work out.
That was good. I do actually.
Do you work out? Do you?
No, because it clears up your going back to the mental stuff. It makes you. I feel so motivated when I have some coffee and I'm on the treadmill, walking 2 miles per hour, FaceTiming 10 friends at once, and I get some steps in, and then your brain's all defogged. It's cool.
Charlie, one more question.
Okay.
For real though, if you are at a place where there's people,
Yeah.
right? There's
right now.
People, and
Okay.
you're like, oh, that girl's really pretty. I want to talk to her. How do you talk to her?
I just
do you have
what everybody does. Go home and
Stalk her online and then find out her name, stalk her online, and then maybe DM her or something.
So.
How do you?
I don't know. Are you asking for somebody?
No, a lot of people were asking. A lot of people wanted to know this. What's the way to Charlie's heart?
The way to Charlie's heart is if you stream and call Z100 and ask
Cop out,
for
lame.
Mother to be played. Call up Mark call up everybody and say, hey, Charlie would love to hear Mother on C100. Call them like repeatedly.
I'll let you get away with that.
How about that media train dancer? That was nice.
I'll let you get away with that, but I'm saying that was really lame.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
That's my answer.
Hey, listen, I don't have anything else. Does anybody have any more questions? I think we're done on my paper of questions.
We do have to do a little meet and greet now, right?
Yeah, you're going to meet everybody and thank them for being here and loving you so much. And we love you, really. We really do. The music is great. We can't wait for the album.
Thank you so much.
I'm just going to talk louder. You're not going to drown me out, Charlie. All right, I'm not even going to try it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This is our guy. This is his new song, Mother, is out right now. It's really good. Listen to it.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
I'll see you in a second.
C100.com. Charlie Puth. Bye.
Live from the Dunkin' Latte Lounge.